Hello guys, a very good morning. So today now we are going to see some of the muscles of the soul. So they are mentioned like layers of soul in your textbooks, sort of. And so we're going to look at those muscles. I'm going to give a just a clear idea so how they look. So the more pictographically, so you can remember more. It will help you, I think. And so moving forward, so let us initially look at the bones. So what are the bones going to participate in the supporting the muscles to other? Okay, so this is calcaneus. As you know, above the calcaneus we have talus. So in front of the talus and calcaneus adjoining we have navicular and lateral cuneiform, intermediate and medial cuneiform. So these are metatarsals and these are phalanges, proximal phalanx, middle phalanx and distant phalanx. So phalanges. So now we are going to see muscles. So I'm going to like install load the muscles right now. Yeah, there we are. So ignore the rest of the things and just only focus on what we are going to see today. So initially, so actually the soul contains number of layers, so don't mind about that. And let's see the how muscle is at going to attach and how its name origins is like that we're going to do. So initially see these muscles. So right now we are going to clearly depict only three muscles right here. Forget the rest of the things, so we can only see mainly three. One is this, another one is this, another one is this. So initially we can see these three muscles. So we're going to look at these muscles, how they are going to look. Okay. So coming to the muscle which is medial most, it is abductor hallucis muscle. So abductor hallucis. So how it got its name? Imagine this muscle is originating at calcaneum and inserting into the hallucis, which is first digit. For we'll call the first digit as hallucis as of now, for now. Okay. So it is a hallucis muscle. So how, what is its function? To it abduct medially. So like observe this movement, like it's going to abduct medially like this. Okay, observe once again, going to abduct medially like this. So hence it got its name from that movement and the origin and the insertion. So it's that simple. Okay. Okay, now it's called abductor hallucis muscle. Yeah, it's done. Its origin from calcaneus. Yeah, you will get like calcaneus tuberosity and calcaneus other sort of things. So the bony markings on the bone, it's named different. So take a look about that. Okay, then okay, we'll remove this muscle. It's done. Okay, as of now, till now, okay, even if we see that, if you remove that muscle, we can only able to see two muscles. Rest of the muscles are somewhat like opaque. Okay, now coming to this muscle. So coming to the next muscle, guys, we are going to say about flexor digitorum brevis muscle. Okay, flexor digitorum brevis. Okay, so how this name works for this? Initially, it's going to flex the phalanges. Okay, that's one thing. Digitorum, as it is supplying the its tendons are going to the fourth digits, so hence it is commonly called as digitorum. Okay, flexor digitorum brevis. It's a short muscle. So it's muscles of the soul are very short muscles. So remember that it's going to carry at least many times it carries like names brevis. Okay. Then okay, it's done. Okay, now if you're going to see origin, it's again from calcaneum, so some calcaneus tuberosity. And it's going to insert. Okay, initially you might think that, so here you might get confused that these are going to insert into the first phalanx. No, it's not. So it's going to split up into two slips and wind around the this tendon. Okay, flexor digitorum longus tendon, It's going to wind around longest muscle. This brevis muscle is going to wind around longest muscle and going to attach at the second phalanx. Okay, you see this. This is the middle phalanx. Okay, now this muscle is done. We're going to remove that. Later on, if we are going to see lateral most, okay, abductor digiti minimi muscle. So it is going to abduct this uh, small small digit, so it's hence it is called abductor digiti minimi. So it's just like that, so it's same as like that. So it's going to insert laterally onto the uh, third phalanx, okay, which is a proximal phalanx, and it's originated from same calcaneum to calcaneus tuberosity. So you can say that the first layer of muscles from the sole, every muscle, these three muscles are going to origin from the calcaneum. Yeah, it's that simple. Yeah. Okay. So now later on, if we keenly observe, okay, if we keenly observe, this tendon is not from here. It's not from this region. Okay. So just remember that it is a flexor digitorum longus muscle. So those tendons are coming from the posterior compartment of the leg. Okay, those legs are going to come from the posterior compartment. So it's going like this. Okay, it's winding around the medial malleolus and going back set. Okay, so let's forget about that. And so okay, you might get a doubt that why it is here, as it is helping to give origin for lumbricals and some other supports. Okay, and so it has its value in this. Okay, we are going to remove that. Okay, just remove that, and it's a sheath. And okay, now if you see, we have lumbricals. Okay, these lumbricals are originated from the tendon of the flexor digitorum longus. Okay, flexor digitorum longus, they're going to originate from there. So they're going to insert to their respected digits. So if you as you see here, the first lumbrical is attached to the proximal phalanx of the second digit, and the second one to the third, and the third one to the fourth, and the fourth one to the fifth. So 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 okay, I'm sorry, to 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. That's it. Okay, they are going to insert like that. So we are going to remove those muscles carefully. We are going to remove those. So this is a hallucis tendon, longus, actually. Okay, we're going to remove that too. So as of now, so I'm going to give a clear idea that in layers, like in muscles of hand or in muscles of sole, like mainly you'll get these three category of muscles: abductor, opponents, flexor, or like this in this manner: abductor, flexor, and opponents. So you will get this in this way, every muscle. So in these layers they are going to situated. So you might get these, come across these words in hand also. Okay, just remember that, like it will be easy, like if you want to frame, if you want to answer, like it'll be easy. You can start from this, like if you go on like thinking about it, you might get some information to produce it somewhere else, somewhere, whichever way you need it. Okay, so as of now said, we are completed about our the first layer of ones. Then if we see, we have flexor region. Okay, flexor layer, flexor digiti minimi, flexor hallucis. Okay, this is quadratus plantar muscle. Just remember, it's not more pinch often. Its origin from the calcaneum, and it's going to insert on the muscles which are present over there. So we're going to remove this. And now if we see, okay, now let's see this flexor distemini. So as of now, initially we have decided to come from medial to lateral, right? So we'll do that here too. Initially, if we come from medial side, flexor hallucis brevis. It is a flexor muscle. It's going to flex the hallucis. These tendons are going to insert on the first digit, so hence they are hallucis, and it is a short muscle, so it is a brevis muscle. Okay, so if you want to see a clear image how it's going to origin, we are going to remove this muscle and these tendons too. Okay, if we clearly observe, what is the bone present in front of the calcaneum? Hmm? In front of the calcaneum, below. Okay, so keenly observe this. So in front of the calcaneum and below, it's not navicular. Okay, don't get confused. It's not talus. It's not navicular. Below it will have cuboid. Cuboid muscle. Okay, it's going to originate from the cuboid bone and insert on the hallucis. So you might get confused. What are these things? Which are these are just ossifications. So sometimes tendons over here, the muscle over here, and get tendons. Oh, sorry, mainly tendon over here get ossified into some sesamoid bones. Okay, don't worry about that. Okay, we have done with what? Flexor hallucis brevis. Okay, we're going to again get our muscles back. We're going to remove this as we completed this. And if you see, this is oblique head of adductor hallucis. So keep this muscle aside. Okay, we'll talk about that later. So as we said, we are going to come like abductor, abductor, AB, abductor, then flexor, then opponents. So we are going to do like that. So we are promised to do like that, right? So we are going to do like that. So if you see, so we're going to remove that muscle, and if you see, flexor digiti minimi brevis, flexor digiti minimi brevis. Okay, it's a digiti minimi. So you, as you can see, it is originating from metatarsal and some tendon. Okay, so as you can see, it originating from a part of it. So here you can see part of it is originating from the metatarsal and a part of it is originating from the long plantar ligament. Okay, this is the ligaments of the, we have some ligaments of the uh, leg, foot and leg. So we are going to cover that if you want to. So we're going to cover it. Please mention in the comment if you want to cover those ligaments and bones somewhat clearly in depth. Okay, now we have done with, what is this? Flexor, second layer, right? Flexor digiti minimi, and its small muscle, it is brevis. So we are done with it. The next, so the next layer of muscles. So as you can see, as of I promised you, so what sort of muscle you're gonna get? Opponents, obviously. Opponents digiti minimi muscle. So opponents digiti minimi. So you can see by this picture, as you can see, if you keenly observe, so if the muscle originates from the same bone and inserts in the same bone, it might not have more function. So it's you can, like, you may get confused over here, but mainly the lump sum amount of the origin is going to originate from the long plantar ligament. So from this ligament it's going to originate and you're going to insert on the undersurface of the metatarsal. Okay, of the metatarsal, opponents this time minimum. This is transverse head of adductor hallucis. So we're going to see that adductor, as I promised you, adductor ADT. Uh, we have left that muscle. Sorry. Okay, we are done with it, and now we are going to see about adductor. Yeah, here we are. We're going to remove the rest of the muscles. So this is it, adductor. So this is one of the unique muscle. Usually, as you can see, it is also present in the hand, adductor, adductor pollicis. So like that, here we have adductor hallucis. Their pollicis, hallucis. Okay, remember, hallucis. Their pollicis. Okay, oblique head. This adductor muscle is gonna have mm, two heads, transverse head and oblique head. So if you keenly observe, the transverse head mainly originate from this ligament, this plantar ligament, long plantar ligament. I'm gonna insert. I'm going to insert on the medial surface of the metatarsal of the first digit. Then coming to the oblique head. No, sorry, So I'm sorry, obligate is done. Coming to transverse head. So this transverse head is going to originate from the under surfaces of the four digits. Okay, metatarsals of the four digits. So medial most part, as you can see clearly observe here. So under surface of the metatarsals of the medial side of the under surface of the metatarsals. Okay, they're going to originate and going to insert on the under surface of the metatarsal of the first digit. Okay, yeah, that's it, we are done. And these are nothing but interosseous muscles, as you know. They are going to originate from the bones metatarsals present in between, and they're going to insert on the phalanges, proximal phalanges. So it's that simple, so it might not be worried about it.